All right, here's Autumn by DeVere. This is a very simple, and I love these very simple solitaire games, right? Solo games. Comes with all the rules and different languages. Let's look in English, right? And the cards, pretty cards. Autumn leaves, right? Orange leaves and yellow leaves. Gee, Alex, how do you play this solo game? Well, you first let me tell you about the two-player game. If you play this two-player, the first player will put a card down, and well, one card. It's not the first player, right? One card gets put out. Period. Now the first player takes it, and the rule is it can't go horizontal, right? It always has to go vertical. It can, doesn't matter if you go this way or that way, but it has to go. And you always have to cover one or two leaves, okay? So let's say the first player does this. So now the second player decides which color they want. They want orange or yellow. Well, why would they want, make that decision? Because you're going to play the game. All these cards, there's a few cards, 18 cards, I think. You're going to play all the cards, taking turns. And in the end, it's whoever has the biggest group of their color orthogonally, right? So nothing diagonal. So in this case, if the opponent chose orange, they have two, and I have three, right? So diagonal wouldn't count. See, this would count. It's all, orthogonal. So that would be five for me, right? And if I put that here, that's all good. What doesn't work is I'm going to try to give you an example here. If this is the situation here, that one is diagonal here, so there's no point. It's not orthogonal, right? So you would be playing back and forth, and whoever has the biggest group of leaves of their color wins. Now, the solo is interesting because you have three variants for the solo. One of them is you shuffle these up, you start playing, and you're trying to you're going to have three groups. Okay, doesn't matter what color. Okay, doesn't matter if it's yellow or orange. You're going to have three groups, the biggest groups of leaves. Your score is going to be the smallest of the three. That's your score. So the goal is to try to get, three as, big groups as possible and keep them sort of close together because your score is going to be the lowest of those three groups that you built. So it's a score game. The second game is called balance, where you're trying to create three areas that are exactly the same number of leaves. Okay? So it doesn't matter whether it's yellow or red. If you create three groups, okay, with the exact number of leaves, you win. Try to create three areas that are exactly the same score with the same number of spaces in each of the three areas. So you got to try to do that. And the last solo game on here is called Two. You're supposed to create, and this is the most difficult, you're supposed to create only two areas, one of each color, without there being any spaces of leaves that are not connected to other spaces of the same color. So basically, you're going to have to literally create two separate colors, okay? Yellow and orange, period. And that's very hard to do. I guess it depends on which cards come out. So let's try to do the first one here where I got to create three big groups. Okay, let's see what happens. You kind of need space for this. I might have to raise this camera. But again, remember, you have to cover. Okay, the first thing you do is put one down, and then you have to cover one or two leaves. So I have to create three big groups, right? So I suppose I could do that. Yeah, I might have to raise this camera here in a minute. All right, so well, I can do that because here I'm already creating two groups, right? Orange and yellow. Don't want to do that. That works for yellow. I have to create three groups. Let's do that. Phew. I don't want to do that. It doesn't matter which way I turn. What am I going to do here? I guess I can do this. That's a pretty big group. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need three groups. I need three big groups. Let's do that. Because what I'll do is I'll try to create another orange, right? Another orange here, perhaps. Let me do this. You know, it's a little puzzle game. And this is an opportunity here to put. I'm going to do that. Got quite a few cards to go. Could do this. So that, yeah, let me do that. It is attractive though, isn't it? It is attractive. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is my smallest group. You know, you take the three biggest groups, but I got a ton of cards left. So, I mean, I can make that group even bigger. No, I don't want to do that. Let's do this. Oh, I was able to move everything. All right. Okay. This is not bad. I can do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. Whew. How about that? I like that. We got about 4 cards left. Wait, let me make sure. Where the heck am I going to put this? I'll do that. That's going to make that group bigger. How about that? No. This is better. Boy, this is a giant group of yellow. This looks like my smallest group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 there. Well, I don't want to cover anything. How about if I do that? 2 cards left. I'll do that. And the last one. All right. Let me see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And obviously this is the biggest group of yellow, so 10 would be my score. Or 11, right? Because if I put this here, if I do that, then 11 is going to be my score. Yeah, I mean, I have to enhance this one so that 11 is my score, so I'm going to do that. Okay, so again, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got 13 here because the diagonals don't count, right? 13 orthogonal. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 because this diagonal doesn't count, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This is by far the biggest group. So my score was 11 because that is the smallest of the 3 groups. That's Autumn. It's pretty cool by DeVere. I mean, it's just so simple. I mean, it's such a simple game, right? And I played this 2 players the other day. It was, I mean, it's just a little cute game, right? That's all it is, really. I mean, the solitaire is, I mean, like I said, you could play the 3 different solitaire versions. But there you go. My score was 11. I really like Autumn. Go get one.